Is there a Christian denomination, a group of Christians who are noted for having better health outcomes than Christianity in general? Fun story for you today that actually answers that question. And the reason I want to ask the question is because I realize we are all inundated with a lot of different opinions about what's the best diet to eat. Is this healthy? Is that unhealthy? Low carb? Where am I going to go in my dietary journey? And if you follow where monetary incentives are involved, then that eliminates people's opinions or conflicting research even, or conflicts of interest in research. And you can actually just go to the insurance companies and you'll learn a lot. Is it any coincidence that the insurance companies are vastly more likely to recommend fruits and vegetables and whole grains than the low carb craze and trends that are going on? Well, my wife and I moved from full-time teaching to self-supporting ministry about 10 years ago, 12 years ago now. And as a part of that, we surrendered our health care that was furnished by our employers. So now we're in self-supporting ministry, figuring out what to do with health care. We came upon this group called Medishare. I've enjoyed being a part of their Christian co-op of health insurance. It's not actually insurance, but nonetheless, as a part of signing up, they say, hey, if you want to do your weight and your blood pressure and describe whether you're a smoker and these kind of things, you can apply for the health incentive discount like they do in the insurance world. And so we went ahead and did that. And as a part of that, I'm taking the survey. How many servings of fruits and vegetables do you eat? How many servings of whole grains do you eat? And I'm like, man, these guys are on point of what I know is the healthiest diet. And then I'm reading some of their literature, and the late Hans Diehl, great researcher and teacher on health. They have an article by him, and I'm like, I know Hans Diehl, and I know what denomination he is a part of. And so I called Medishare. And I said to them, hey, I want to tell you I affirm you guys' health philosophy and emphasis. And I just wanted to know where you came up with it. How did you come to this understanding of promoting this way of eating? Eating a lot of whole grains, fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, legumes. And they said, well, here's the story. Early on in the Medishare journey, we had Christians of various different denominations applying and being a part of our co-op. And there was one group that we found never needed to receive health payouts. Well, not never, but much more rarely did they have health emergencies of heart disease and things like that, compared with the general pool from the Christian denominations other than the Seventh-day Adventists. And I said to the lady on the phone, now I realize this because I've studied the Adventist health studies. This is in the research that Seventh-day Adventists live longer, and it's not just the diet. The diet is comprised predominantly of carbohydrates, whole grains, not refined, just like the blue zones. The blue zones are 50 to 80% of their diet is carbohydrates. And so blue zones, by the way, are the longest living people in the world. Seventh-day Adventists practiced seventh-day Sabbath rest. And so you've got rest, and there's an emphasis on nutrition, exercise, water intake, sunlight, temperance, so not consuming alcohol, tobacco, caffeine, fresh air, rest, and trust in God. And so with all those laws of health in place, I already knew that that was the healthiest lifestyle, and this group of people was having better health outcomes. But it was very interesting to hear it from a non-denominational source that said, you know what, we just saw what was working. The way that Seventh-day Adventists were living was better for the group, better for the monetary stability of Medishare. And so we started advocating. All of our policy holders, they're not called policy holders, they have different terminology because it's not insurance, but all of our members, they call them, we started advocating that they all adopt this type of diet that is more focused on those whole plant foods. And not that they're going all the way, but they were moving in that direction. And I just praise God for that. that he might receive the glory. I'm not like, well, I'm a Seventh-day Adventist, so I'm better than... No, that's nonsense, because this is just light and truth, that if you've received it, you've received it now. Now you're responsible to share it and pay it forward, not to gloat and take delight in some sort of superiority of denominational affiliations. That's not the message whatsoever. But hopefully you've gotten the spirit, and more importantly, just the truth of the matter. Don't be fooled by you got to go and not eat whole grains and fruit. That is utter nonsense, and you've seen that in our videos. Link in the description below for the Carbo challenge video. Watch what happens when people eat only high-carb foods for 10 days. But that's enough for this video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel. Visit revitaliving.health to support what we are doing. Get the immune-boosting products there. Scott, give us the secret. How do you never get sick? We just had the 5th sickness go through my family of the cold and flu season that never seemed to end. Here's how I do it. Revitagard throat spray when I'm exposed to stuff when I'm traveling. I keep the throat coated with the iodine, essential oils, and all the good stuff in there, as well as the sinus spray. I won't make you watch me spray that one, but this stuff is tasty. 4.9 stars. This is our sponsor. This is our product. We've also got the hand sanitizers, alcohol-free. You're a part of what we do. When you open up a tab, go to revitaliving.health and get the immune-boosting sampler pack. Give it a try. Everybody loves this stuff.